All right. You know what they say about rainy days on such celebrations. It's really fantastic luck for the future. So welcome everyone to this great moment of celebration. Some of you have been with us for 3 semesters, some for 3 years, and some for more. Some of you have left and come back, and today is the day all of you have been working so hard for. Let's hear a big cheer to this moment and a huge congratulations. Relish this moment, for we are gathered here to celebrate all of you and your achievement, that of completing your master's or PhD degree in one of the many disciplines of the built environment. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to especially thank your family and friends, many of whom have come a very long way to be with you and with us today. Even from here, I can feel a sense of the pride and happiness emanating from where they are standing, and it's quite uplifting. Thank you all for being with us. I also wanted to thank the program directors, the faculty, and the administrative deans who are sitting up here with me, as well as those who are dispersed in the audience and who, in ways big and small, and have enabled this day to happen. We are all collectively very proud and happy, and as always with graduation, lifted by a sense not of an end, but of a beautiful beginning, that of many long, rich, and diverse journeys that are ready to launch today. Today is also special not only because we, GSAPP, have taken over a fairly big chunk of the Morningside campus, which certainly gives me great pleasure, but because that is the one day in the year when the school is actually entirely visible to itself and to others. We are so used to operating in the density of Avery Hall, which, let's face it, really stands as the ultimate confirmation that architecture, as the Russian constructivists once put forth, can really act as a social condenser that inherently produces the kind of endless creative spark, fresh energy, and meaningful exchanges we love the school for. It's a special moment of taking stock of our sheer physical scale. Is also one in which we register the presence and richness of all of the ideas that you have enabled in your time here. But beyond simply acknowledging the extent of the school and the reach, breadth, and diversity of the ideas it represents, it is also important to note what this scale suggests, that together we represent all of the disciplines of the built environment: architecture, urban design, urban planning, historic preservation, critical and curatorial practices, as well as real estate development. You know who makes the most noise in the school. And together, I believe, we can shape the built environment in ways we cannot know yet, but we can aspire to, working together to turn all of your ideas into reality. Whether you are graduating with an architecture, urban design, urban planning, or historic preservation degree, or whether you have devoted the past semesters of your life to expanding practice through the CCCP program, or reimagining real estate development and its potential to shape architecture and cities in new ways, the knowledge and skills you have acquired, as well as the inquiries you have engaged in and advanced, are entirely intertwined. Today, you graduate as one school, as a testimony to the interconnectedness of all of those disciplines and the critical importance of reconnecting them, not only inside the academic walls, but more importantly, outside in the world, We're thinking relationally across cities, cultures, and contexts, and engaging the built environment across all of its scales, spatial as well as temporal, has never been more urgent. And where continuity and collaboration across our disciplines, as well as expansion, contamination, and hybridity of our practices has never been more productive in the formation of new knowledge and new possibilities for engagement. And so today marks this first transitional step, and I hope you will hold this moment in your memory, not only for its joy, but also for its power of standing here all together. Because this is what we do at graduation, and this is what graduation is. Every year, we reenact this moment of transition as a rite of passage, a passage from inside the walls of academia to the outside and the realities of the world. This moment of transition is in some ways embodied by this site where we find ourselves in, because we are standing symbolically within the crosshairs of two axes, the Law Library Butler Hall axis of knowledge, with alma mater somewhere behind us looking down benevolently at us, and the kind of egress axis which connects Broadway to Amsterdam and takes you to the city beyond these gates. But while this rite of passage is reenacted every year, with all the staying symbolism and powerful sense of procession that this McKim Mead and White urban campus still constructs for us, it is also completely different every year and for every generation. Every year, it is experienced magically with the same freshness, optimism, and pride, and with the knowledge that inside and outside's inextricable intertwining and constant transformation of one another can only render the meaning of this day at once known and unknown, the same but also completely different, unique and specific to you and to this time we are in. So what do you take with you and what do you leave behind today as you transition from inside to outside? Firstly, and most importantly maybe, are the friendships that you have made and that you will carry with you for many years to come. There are very few moments in life when it seems like you are suspended in time, able to focus entirely on something with unbelievable intensity and utter disregard for any mundane interruption. You know, the laundry, eating, sleeping. The time you spend together is this kind of time. It is absolute, uncompromised, fresh, idealist, at once completely devouring and fulfilling. Nothing else exists but your work, your ideas, your passions, and the friends you share those with. Those bonds are some of the most inspired and the most resilient. Cherish them, for these friends and friendships will be there for you when you seek to find them. There are also your teachers and the faculty who engaged in ideas with you and offer guidance for your own work and formation as an architect and designer, a planner, a curator, a preservationist, or a developer. Those bonds are also unique and with a staying power. One always remembers the faculty who inspired them or those with whom they disagreed with vociferously. Stay in touch, for your teachers are mentors who will be there for you. I know it sounds like a cliche, but believe me, it's almost always true. Just an example, recently I received an email. It said, "You may not remember, but you taught me studio some years back. You let me go to Morocco to present a mud house I had just built the week before final reviews." That was a bad idea. Even though my project suffered for it, I always appreciated your openness to let me explore professionally and internationally at that time. It's true, I did not remember this student in the abstract, but his reaching out immediately brought him back to my mind, and I was delighted to meet him and learn how well he was doing. So do stay in touch. Then there are the ideas about architecture and cities, about the environment, and about buildings, but also about what makes a community. At a time of increasing intolerance and radicalization, a time of violent folding back onto notions of identity that are not engaged towards new knowledge, the broadening of understandings and perspectives, or the richness of encounters, but rather enlisted to limit, exclude, and divide. We stand as a community formed not because of our sameness, but because of our differences. It is because of those differences of backgrounds and interests and the diversity of positions and experiences they represent that we are gathered here, coming together around ideas which we embrace and debate together, always in a spirit of openness, respect, and intellectual generosity. I have, like many of you, loved the many places I lived in, but I believe the richness of encounters that exist on this campus and our school is unique. Carry this experience with you, with all the curiosity, respect, and continued desire to look at everything from both inside and outside, as you are in this moment, and you will find yourself at home wherever you go. So what do you leave behind? Well, you leave us, the present, to discover your own way of rereading the past and projecting the future. In 1923, reflecting on this relationship of past to future, as seen through the transfer of knowledge across generations, writer and artist Khalil Gibran wrote in his poem, quote, on children, the following: "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth. You are the future, a future we cannot know, but that we can together aspire to, and that you will shape. At a time when our present moment is filled with challenges, the future must be hopeful. For all of the challenges facing the world today are intimately connected to the built environment. They represent unprecedented opportunities to reimagine how we live, what we do, how we organize ourselves, how we exchange, how we move, what we share, and how we recast our relationship to each other, to the planet, and to other species. As Evan Sharp noted, the founder of Pinterest and our honoree at the Alumni Forum a couple of weeks ago, today we have developed endless technology, but where are the ideas? The critical and engaged ideas about design and cities, about infrastructure and density, about form, program, typology, aesthetics, meaning even, about urban ecology, about what constitutes a critical practice for the future, about equitable and sustainable development, and about preservation of tangible and intangible heritages that can either bind us or enable a more progressive future. I have no doubt that you will be the bearer of those ideas, and only wish you carry the freshness, irreverence, imagination, and idealism with you, with which you approach every day of your time here, out there. It will not be easy, nor will it be linear, nor will it be expected or as planned. Life, or at least the small part that we control, is like the design process itself. You have ideas and aspirations, you imagine something and think you understand it a certain way. You have a set of references, an archive of some sort. You weave all of it together and engage. You make a decision. This decision shapes this project that is your practice, your scholarship, your life in a certain way, which in turn shapes you as you get ready to take another turn. Sometimes it will be more about work, and sometimes about life, and sometimes it will be miraculously about both at the same time. But all along, you are learning, encountering new ideas, people, and places, and new possibilities. And there are so many more possibilities today to shape practice and scholarship in new ways. There are so many more ingredients to consider when engaging architecture, So many spaces, professional and academic, that have seen critical and engaged design thinking and making infiltrate them. More than ever, cities, the object of planning, preservation, and real estate forces, have become not only places of opportunity as a global network of connected flows, but have also emerged as the scale of interconnected transnational engagement and action towards climate change, social justice, inclusion, and progressive thinking. This is not to say that our work and focus lies in the forming of buildings or cities as isolated islands, bubbles, whether real or virtual, but rather that it should strive to move beyond the bubbles it often finds itself in and design instead a way out of them. We have the privileged ability to draw vectors that connect rather than divide, and the skill, expertise, and I hope desire and will to reimagine the relationship between buildings, cities, and the infrastructures that enable them, to render the invisible visible, and to create new contexts for engagement and for action, whether in the form of design or in the form of a critical representation of what was, what is, and what could be. Your time at the school offered a glimpse of those possibilities. It never aspired to transmit knowledge in a monolithic or authoritative way, to provide stable answers or reductive solutions. Rather, we aspire to create an intellectual context for your own work and positions, an invitation for your own recasting of questions and problems, and to equip you with the skills to open up new possibilities and the confidence to shape your own future and thus to shape the future of the field. What and how you shape our extended field will in turn inform what and how we teach and hear. This relationship is a construct built to enable both sides to change together, and you are the agent of this change. A few last words before parting. Enjoy yourself. Take pleasure in what you're doing. Give it everything you have, and always remember the passion and drive of your days here. Continue to believe that nothing is impossible. Bring freshness and boldness to your work. Embrace a delicate combination of humility and irreverence. Continue to learn and be curious, to listen and observe. It takes an excruciatingly long time to become good at what you do and what you love. And maybe you are focusing for some time on one aspect you want to become better at, or on an experience you want to dig deeper in. Or maybe you are already engaged in exactly what you have always dreamed you would do, building what you imagined you would, or contributing thinking and action in the most fulfilling ways. Or it may be you are just following your instincts, letting yourself drift for a while. Take the time to do all of those things fully. In many ways, your fleeting experience here at Columbia's GSAPP isn't only about becoming a professional. It is a capsule of experiences and of moments you will archive at key crossroads in your life to remind you of what made you most passionate as you continue to be invited and repeatedly confronted to making new choices. Take risks, work hard, fail often, try again. And so today is not an end, but actually the beginning of an incredible adventure. Your adventure. Congratulations, everyone. And now I will invite the program directors to confer the degrees. First, the Holiday Professor for the Master of Science in Real Estate and Development, Patrice Darrington. And I invite the Milstein Professor, Kate Asher, to give out the awards.
Thank you, Dean Andreas. Vidhi Govind Advani. Sube An. Rodal Ajami. Recipient of the Hank Bell Entrepreneurial Award for the student that best embodies Professor Emeritus Hank Bell's entrepreneurial spirit. Matt Artkath. Martin Alvero. Supanhat Angsunwa Rangsi. Ben Salom Avor. Michael Beer. Alistair George Bucco. Joseph Byong Bui. Edward Christopher Burns, recipient of the Real Estate Development Service Award for participation and leadership within the Real Estate Development Program. Alexis Jennifer Campbell. Oh, is that so? Seima Asi Sever. Victor Winglu Chang. Upasana Chandra. Cheng Wei Chang, recipient of a Real Estate Development Service Award for participation and leadership within the RED program. Christina Chow, also recipient of an RED Service Award for participation and leadership within the program. Ravida Chatan Awet, recipient of a Scholastic Performance Award for high academic attainment in the RED program. Sheo Chen. Yachi Cheng. Ying Cheng. Michael Garn Clark. Jonathan Christopher Cobb, a recipient of the Scholastic Performance Award for high academic attainment in the RED program. Brandon Scott Cook. Joseph Dabar. Bruno de los Reyes Terran. Maria Beatriz Diaz. Benjamin Adam Epstein. Richard Esquivel. Ryan Fatah. Andrew Truckus Fitzpatrick. What's this? Gabrielle Bernard Fort. Robert Daniel Franco Tear. Ashita Mahendra Gala. Soma Mahmood Gala. Nicole Catherine Gaydar. Adrienne Glasscock. Yay. Chair Chong Go. Lee Chen Goa. Thomas Matthew Graves. Deisha Grover. Nicholas Russell Gruyi. Yan Han Gua. Madeline Marie Malovi Hicks. Alek Pravin Hirani. Edward Harrison Horowitz. James Roth Horton. Recipient of the William Kinney Fellows Prize for Travel and Study Abroad for the proposal, The Northern Transition, linking Hokkaido to Tokyo with Shinkansen. Also for Jamie Horton, a Cure Award for the advancement of transdisciplinary research in urban development. Ha-Hu-Ran Hu. Patrick Cole Hudson. Recipient of a Cure Award for the transdisciplinary research in urban development. Anid Rude Jane. Right? Mark L. James. Niang Sue Jamie Jiang. Shi Jin. Shivam Prem Jumani. Joanna Karavelaki. Siddharth Sandeep Kanavat. Sang Hyeon Kim. Ari Sean Kirschenblatt. William Christopher Kerne Awan. Heyman Law. Erica Lee. Minjae Lee, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize, the topic being When Drones Are Flying, the Future of Urban Infrastructure and Real Estate Value, and an irrepressibly enthusiastic member of the class. Patrick Lee. Patrick is a dual degree in the Master of Science in Urban Planning. Also the recipient of the annual the American Institute of Certified Planners Outstanding Student Award for outstanding attainment in the study of urban planning. Chiun Cheng Lee. Wen Shi Li. Chiao Fei Li. Yang Li. Yu Shei Li. Edison J. Wenlin. Antong Liu. Lan Shean Liu. Lei Ning Lu. Ying Luo. John William Leons. Terence Richard Mallon. Abdullah A.M.R.H. Morafi, recipient of the Scholastic Performance Award for High Academic Attainment in the RED program. Amanda Jane Moses. Alexis Muller-Pellerin, winner of the Shark Tower competition, but he's always got his trophy. Alexander Noah Narkum. Akido Nakha Tani. Jason Nick. Samuel Michael Okechu. Emmerich Paul Patterson. Brett Victor Price. Matthew Probst. Thomas Augusti Rakamo, recipient of a William Keane Fellows Prize, the topic being the Northern Transition linking Hokkaido to Tokyo with Shinkansen. George Louis Riccardelli. Samantha Caitlin Richens. Maybe Carolina Rojas. Baharak Rudihani. Maria Rosenfeld. Hussein Tarek Ahmad Saeed. Edward Santos. Paul Shevchuk. David Matthew Silva. Pratik Singhe. Yu Chie Sun. Heng Yi Tan. Mert Tatari. Patrick Hamilton Taylor. Si Yong Tung. Chia Sen Jerry Yuki Chang. Ben Edmond Ulve Vardet. Chana Vut Van Archiong. Wrong, sorry. Archiong. Daniel Vega. Carl William Walker. Shuo Wang. Yuting Wang. Zan Bin Wang. Andrew Graham Watson. Bridget Browning Wilcox. Andrew David Rite. Ying Se Wu Wei. Wan Ching Sheo. Kei Chi Yeo. Wanting Ye. Dejang Yoon. Sheo Min Zhang. Xue Lin Zhou. And Amir Zwickel, recipient of a Real Estate Development Service Award for participation and leadership in the RED program and the best real estate development study trip in the history. Thank you.
And now for the Master of Science in Historic Preservation, calling the Director, Professor Jorge Otero Pailos, and Professor Fitch, Erica Avrami, for the awards.
So exciting. Tanya Alam, recipient of a Historic Preservation Faculty Award for Outstanding Thesis, The Evolution of American Historic Color Palettes, advisor Mary Jablonski. Jessica Elizabeth Betts, recipient of a Historic Preservation Faculty Award for Outstanding Thesis, The Influence of Glass Transition Temperatures on the Performance of Acrylic Thermoplastic Adhesives, advisor George Wheeler. Elizabeth Lawrence Cannon. Maisa Jalad, recipient of a Historic Preservation Faculty Award for Outstanding Thesis, Beirut Civil War Hotel District, Preserving the World's First High-Rise Urban Battlefield, advisor Jorge Otero Pailos, and the Peer-to-Peer Award in recognition of outstanding service to her classmates, faculty, and school. Woo. Cheng Liao, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for Travel and Study Abroad for the proposal Modern Adaptations of Vernacular Architecture, Case Study of Architects and Non-Architects Practice in Vietnam. Sarah Nicole Menegus, Nicole Marie Mazidlo. Alexander Paul Ray. Sarah Redden. Cameron Marine Robertson, dual degree with Master of Science in Urban Planning, recipient of the GSAPP Service Award in recognition of willing service to the school, and who gives promise of real professional merit through attitude and character. Bravo. Allison Leah Semrad. Andrea Nicole Sforza. Teresa Ann Spears. Fei Teng. Stacy Lynn Tomczyk. Katrina Lee Verbitsky, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for the conservation and management of the Berlin Wall concrete panels. Laura Allen Weinstein, recipient of a Historic Preservation Faculty Award for Outstanding Thesis, The Progression of Historic Preservation in Miami Beach and the Challenges of Sea Level Rise, Advisor Carol Clark. Mengji Zhang. Thi Zhang, recipient of a Historic Preservation Faculty Award for Outstanding Thesis, Urban Preservation in China, The Survival of an Idea Despite Political Repression, 1950 to 1982. Advisor Jorge Otero Pailos. Congratulations, Historic Preservation class of 2017.
And now for the Master of Science in Urban Planning, I'm calling Director Professor Wei-Ping Wu and Professor Bob Beauregard for the awards.
Jean-V Alluri. Vincente Oswaldo Arellano. Mingda Chen. Jessica Joanna Cruz. Umberto Escalante, recipient of a William Keenan Fellows Prize for Travel and Study Abroad for the proposal The Right to Livelihood, Housing and Underhousing in India. Yi Xiaofang. James Asha Gherkin. Stephen Getz. Christopher Daniel Giomarino. Shanice Hasib. Ying Huang. John Tristan Sherbeck Jackson, recipient of a William Kinnan Fellows Prize, The Right to Livelihood. I think we got a wrong title, Tristan. And the Planning Methodology Award, Cool Roofs Program as Municipal Policy and a Share Zone 5 Climates, Advisor Kian Tajbahash for a master's thesis that best applies a critical planning methodology. Mira Khan. Androniki May Lagos. Oh, sorry. Neha Krishnanan. Hon Sun Lee. Jose Gabriel Lamatri Palma, recipient of a William Kinnan Fellows Prize, Counter-Narrative Spaces and Anthropographic Study of Borges de Mena, and the Urban Planning Program Award for High Academic Attainment. Dorothy Brayton McAusland. Recipient of the Planning Practice Award, Exploring Expertise, Rotterdam's Planners and the Flood Adaptation Industry, advisor Leah Meistelen for a master's thesis that directly engages the practice of planning, and the New York chapter of the American Planning Association's Award for Academic Excellence and Leadership in Urban Planning. Richard Charles Montogiglio. Madeline McGrory. Joseph Byron Mackenzie. Sarah Mirbabe. Recipient of a William Kennan Fellows Prize, Main Street and American Front Piece, and the Urban Planning Student Peer-to-Peer Award in recognition of outstanding service to classmates, faculty, and school. Matthias Kelsey Atticus Neal. Lauren Ria Ossi. Krithika Prahakamran. Brendan Neil Robinson. Leah Sornian. Recipient of the Charles Abrams Thesis Award, Land Use and Sea Level Rise Vulnerability in New York City, Addressing Environmental Justice Through Zoning. Advisor Wei-Ping Wu for a thesis that best exemplifies a commitment to social justice. Charles Carroll Stewart. Lu Sun. Jacqueline Danielle Songwu. Evan Rennick Sweet. Meng Yao Wang. Mingze Wang. Li Na Yin. Taylor Charles Young. Mariam Zaga Yuhabe. Yingzhi Zhou. Congratulations, an urban planning class of 2017.
And now for the Master of Science in Critical, Curatorial, and Conceptual Practices, the co-director, Felicity Scott and Mark Wasuda for the awards.
Daniel Cooper. Chloe Elizabeth English. Ruishi Ji, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for Travel and Study Abroad for the proposal, The Valence of the Technological Sublime. Joachim Hachel, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for Surveillance Soundscapes, 1928 to 1937, and slow down a bit then, and the CCCP Thesis Award for New Games, Countercultural Spaces of Play, 1973 to 1985, advisor Felicity Scott, for the thesis exhibiting the most rigorous conceptual development and the most complementary format or medium. Robin Hartanto Hongare, recipient of the CCCP Thesis Award for Architecture, Nationalism, and Internationalism in Indonesia, 1959 to 1965, advisor, also Felicity Scott, for the thesis making the most significant contribution to considerations of the public sphere, and which includes a realized component, and don't leave the stage yet, and also for a school-wide prize, for the GSAPP Writing Prize, for outstanding paper or thesis on the history or theory of architecture written for a class while attending GSAPP, for his paper, Uncornering Speakers on Political Speech in Singapore. Okay. Chichia Hu, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize, The World of Disney, Mapping Control Apparatuses of Neoliberal Dystopia. Sarah Elizabeth McGillivray. Yara Caroline Pimenta de Mello. Camilla Pash Reyes LA, recipient of the CCCP Program Award for Highest Academic Achievement. Gizem Sivri, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for Under the Radar. So congratulations for the CCCP class of 2017. Makusura and I are very, very proud of you.
And now for the Master in Architecture and Urban Design, Professor Kate Orff and Professor David Smiley for the awards.
Majed Abdul Samad, our GSAPP graduate currently featured in Columbia News. Jessica Adiwijaya. Nishal Agarwal. Nabi Agzamov. Nabi is the recipient of a Lucille Smizer Lowenfish Memorial Prize for outstanding work in the design studio. Congratulations. June Sung An. Andrea Benavides Ward. Andrea is the recipient of the Honor Award for Excellence in Urban Design. This is the second highest award for quality work in the design studios throughout the program. Maria Isabel Carrasco Vintimilla. Christopher Chu. Huai Quan Chung. Quan is the recipient of a GSAPP Visualization Award for innovative use of computing media in research, design, and fabrication. Bridget Ivanova Cruz. Shreyash Dasgupta. Gabriela Angelisa Fiorentino Sereno. Marwa Atef Labib Garib. Iran Hu. Lin Shu Huang. Carmelo Ignacolo. Carmelo is the recipient of the highest honor in urban design for recognition of his outstanding work in the program. This is the GSAPP Prize for Excellence. Ahmed Saeed Jaudat. Jesfe Mariam John. Evelina Shi Nodal. Evelina is the recipient of a Lowenfish Memorial Prize for Excellence in Design. Chu Li. Yang Liao. Jinbao Liu. Jiahong Liu. Jiangyin Liu. Daiyue Liu. Maida Imtiaz Mahmoud. Maida is the recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for Travel and Study Abroad for her proposal, Explorations in No Man's Land, Amman, Jordan. Grace Ning Sing Ung. Denise Onder. Denise is the recipient of a Lowenfish Memorial Prize for Design. Yu Ting Ban. Dongfang Pang. Yan Pang. Zareth Itzel Pineda. Zareth is the recipient of a Lowenfish Memorial Prize for Design. Kun Tian. Jen Chuen. Disa Pidanti Raras. Disa is the recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for her proposal, Rethinking Territories of Extraction. Kristen Elizabeth Reardon. Kristen is the recipient of a Lowenfish Memorial Prize for Design. Vrinda Sharma. Vrinda is the recipient of a Lowenfish Prize for Design. Jackie Sun. Mario Andres Ulloa Leon. Elif Merv Unsal. Fu Wang. Zhao Pu Wang. Hua Xia Wu. Meng Wu. Shuman Wu. Shuman is the recipient of a Lowenfish Memorial Prize for Design. Tianyang Zi. Yanyan Zhu. Zichang Yan. Haochen Yang. Ping Yin. Zhuanshen Zhang. Ge Zhao. Li Wan Zhao. Zhao Yu Zhu. Daniel Zis. Wan Pang Zhu. Congratulations to the 2017 class of urban designers.
And now for the Master of Science in Advanced Architecture Design, Director Enrique Walker and Professor Juan Herreros for the awards.
Zahid Nawad Ajam. Abu Bakr Haider Ali, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for Travel and Study Abroad for the proposal Artifacts of Relief, and the Arguments Honor Award for High Quality of Work in History and Theory and Design Seminars. Amina Ali Al-Kindi. Ankisha George Anto George. Vanessa Marie Arriagada. Jehan B. Karen Bao. Jill Benz, recipient of a Lowenfish Memorial Prize for outstanding work in the final semester studio, Abstract Technology, Kirsten Gere Studio, and recipient of the highest honor in the AD program, the William Ware Prize for Excellence in Design, Sol Kaplan Traveling Fellowship. Karen Berberian. Calliope Carolina Buru. Zhe Tsao. Jianjing Chen. Kavya Shri Cherala. Sebastián Sillonis. Alejandro Ciudad Casafranca. Giovanni Cozzani, recipient of an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in the design studios. Sebastián Cruz. Yi Ding. Zhenmeng Dong. Ruosen Du. Ruoche Fan. Ali Fuladi. Mao Gai. Nusrat Ghazi. Yung Gong. Yundi Gu. Rui Guan. Jong Yun Han. Yifang Ho. Chia Shan Su. Chi Yue Hu. Erin Justine Huang. Junyang Huang. Wei Lun Huang. Xiaoyu Huang. No. Xinyue Huang. Yang Huang, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for the proposal Research of the Structure-Space Relationship in Works of Villanova Artigas, Brazil. Ji Yun Huang. Taksin Inaniji. Chikeung Ip. Sang Hong Zhang. Yang Jie. Chu Jin, recipient of an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in the design studios. Colin Robert Joyce. Sara Karim Mahmoud. Bam Kyu Kim. Min Sun Kim. Tigran Kostadian. Alexandra Noel Kurek. Su Jong Yi. Hong Li. Tianji Liang. Nila Mulawati Lim. Chung Yi Lin, recipient of an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in the design studios. Chunhui Liu. Naifei Liu. Michelle Karen Lozano, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for the proposal Decoding Japan's Address System. Xu Ying Mi. Jacobo Mingorance Arranz, recipient of a Lowenfish Memorial Prize Architectonics of Music, Advanced Studio 6, Stephen Hall Studio. Rawan Jaber Muqaddes. Alexander Plotkin. Sara Rad. Tarunya Ramesh. Jugal Atul Rana. Matthew Alexander Ransom. Sunena Snehal Shah. Stephen Charles Smith. Ran Song. Yi Sun. Stephanie Alexis Tega, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for the proposal Wonderlands, Architecturally Crafting Fictional Landscapes to Foster Creativity and Imagination in Spaces of Learning, and an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in design studios. Charles Vincent Thornton, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for the proposal What Do We Do After Shopping? Mario Sotirios Triantafylou. Chin Yu Tsai. Wang Yuan Leroy Tong. Prasansiri Kig Verasutorn, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for the proposal 10 Works, 10 Places, Young Belgian Architects Offices. Jiang Wang. Jue Wang. Ruije Wang. Yijun Wang. Yuyang Wang. Corina Sherry Rite. Jingshuan Wu. Kyle Jinghao Wu. Lin Wu. Shuni Wu. Yifei Wu. Jida Wu. Wantong Shu. Yihan Shu. Yini Shu, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for the proposal 10 Works, 10 Places, Young Belgian Architects Offices, and an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in the design studios. Zhan Shu. Jung Chao Yang. Jai Yi Yi. Yin Yin. Ye Yuan. Ines Elvira Yupanqui, recipient of an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in the design studios. Anthony Louis Zampolin, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize for the proposal Artifacts of Relief. Che Zhang. Qi Zhang. Sen Zhang. Shuo Zhang. Siyu Zhang. Wengzhao Zhang. Yuhao Zheng. Wenmei Ji. Zhenwei Zhong. Chuhan Zhou. Fengyi Zhou. Bei Zhou. Yana Zhou. Congratulations, AD Program, Class of 2017.
And And now for the Master of Architecture, Professor Hilary Sample, Director of Core Studios.
Safia Abu Almati. Kenneth Amoa. He is the recipient of a William Kenny Fellows Prize for Travel and Study Abroad for the proposal 1,000 Libraries of Ancient Manuscripts in Timbuktu, and a Lowenfish Memorial Prize for outstanding work in the final semester studio, Images, Cities, Circus, Modernity, and Spectacle, Mario Gooden Studio. Andriana Barcinas, recipient of the Kinney Prize, Preservation and Legacy, Reconstructing the Irving J. Gill Archive. William Edward Bodell. Rebecca Rand Book. Dual degree with Master of Science in Urban Planning. Kimberly Boonban Jerdtree. She is the recipient of a Lowenfish Prize, Infrastructure, Jing Louis Studio. Mark Alden Borellis. Christopher Michael Brockhoff. Miguel Castaneda. Dual degree with Master of Science in Real Estate Development. Yujing Chia Yu Chang. He is the recipient of a Lowenfish Memorial Prize, Art as Social Infrastructure, Galia Salmanoff Studio. Deandra Ariella Cohen. Elizabeth Leah Cohen Martin. Dual degree with Master of Science in Urban Planning. Jorge Juan Cornet. He is the recipient of the Building Technologies Honor Award and the Campbell Award. To celebrate all who build Columbia University's spirit, the university trustees and the board of the Columbia Alumni Association, the CAA, established the Campbell Award presented by the CAA to a graduating student at each school who shows exceptional leadership and Columbia spirit as exemplified by the late Bill Campbell, Chair Emeritus, University Trustees, Outstanding Alumnus, and the CAA co-founder. Jorge served for 3 years as student representative, a peer-elected position that works with senior administration on issues that concern the student body, and served with diplomacy and true grace. Rodriga Cruz. Eugene Choi, recipient of a Kinney Prize, Embracing a Warmer Planet, a Search for Heat Adaptation Design. Victor Hugo de Sousa Azevedo, recipient of the Lowenfish Prize, The Form of Density, Umberto Napolitano Studio. Boer Dang. Adele Fishben-Druck. Shu Du. Reza Durrani. Clara Celeste Dobez Dykstra. She is a recipient of the Lowenfish Prize, Rural Urban Framework, Setting the Nomads, John Lynn and Joshua Volkofer Studio. Jennifer C. Fang. Fen Cheng Fei. He is a recipient of the Lowenfish Prize, Typological Corrections, Juan Herrera Studio. Richard Frederick Fudge. Aisha Saveri Ghosh. Stephanie Elaine Hamilton. She is the recipient of a Kinney Prize, Narratives Beyond Borders. Eugene Mandy Han. Amanda Catherine Hibbs. Benjamin Alexander Hutchberg. Michael Stephen Howard. A.L. Hugh. She is the recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize, Spaces of the Third Gender, and the GSAPP Service Award in recognition of willing service to the school and who gives promise of real professional merit through attitude and character, and the Avery Six Award, selected by the MARC students as their colleague whose work questions the standards of architecture and promise to change the profession. Styliana Yoando, recipient of the Kinney Prize, Visualizing Oral Histories of the NAQAB. Jonathan Alexander Eisen, recipient of a Kinney Prize, Conflict Urbanism, Mozambique. Nishant Chaco Jacob, recipient of a Kinney Prize, Social Modernism in Brazil, the social dimension of Lele's architecture. Also the Lowenfish Prize, Monograph Studio, Professors Editola and Giuseppe Lignano. Chantel Marie Don. Aga Janusz. David Yuko Kagawa. Nicholas Anderson Kazmierski. Dual degree with Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Recipient of a Kinney Prize, the commemorative landscape of the Golan Heights. And the Ali Jawad Malik Memorial History Theory Honor Award in recognition of the high-quality work in the history theory sequence. Mustafa Hassan Khan. Kanu Kim. Chi Yin Kwok. Troy Matthew Lacombe. He is the recipient of the Lowenfish Memorial Prize, the Book of Sins, Lust, Christina Goberna Studio, and recipient of the highest honor in the MARC program, recipient of the Charles McKim Prize for Excellence in Design, Saul Kaplan Traveling Fellowship. Valerie Lechen. Jarrett Lay. dual degree candidate with Master of Science in Critical, Curatorial, and Conceptual Practices. Eric Ho-Shing Lee. Alex Wai-Ho Lo. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, you guys are that order. You're Melissa, yeah? Yes, okay, just double check. Okay. Melissa Yvette Loyola. Huh? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Matthew Robert Laurie. Recipient of the Kinney Prize, Hybrid Models in Collective Architecture. Okay. Bridget Kathleen Lucy, Lowen Fish Memorial Prize, Coppola Hall, Stephen Cassell Studio, and an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in the design studios. Andrew Mitchell Louis, recipient of a Kinney Prize, Narratives Beyond Borders, and the Alpha Rho Chi Medal for ability in leadership and promise of professional merit. Bernadette Ma, dual degree with Master of Science in Real Estate Development. Kevin Paul McNichol. Mark Madeira, dual degree with Master of Science in Real Estate Development. Grant Edward Duncan McCracken. McKinney Kinney Prize, Border Architecture and Urbanism of Mexico's Programa Nacional Frontierzo. Nicholas Mark Mingron. Emily Elizabeth Moore, recipient of the Lowen Fish Memorial Prize, Redrawing East Harlem, Hillary Sample Studio, and recipient of the second highest honor in the MARC program, the AIA Henry Adams Medal. Nabila Gloria Morales Perez, the Kinney Prize, Social Modernism in Brazil, the social dimension of Lele's architecture, and an honor award for excellence in design for the highest quality of work in the design studios. Harrison Cole Nesbitt, recipient of the Lowen Fish Prize, Land Art National Park, Julian Rose and Garrett Riccardi Studio, and recipient of the third highest honor in the MARC program, the Award for Excellence in Total Design. Michael Gregory Snyder Nickerson, Kinney Prize. Kinney Prize, Houses That Moved America's Misunderstood Vernacular Vehicles for Living. The Lowen Fish Prize, Floating New York, Lori Hawkinson Studio. Shoni Mizunti Oi. Stein Rader Pedersen. Julia Ellen Pedkett. Kinney Prize, This Land is Our Land, The Case for Collective Ownership Along the Rust Belt, and the Avery Six Award, and the Percival and Naomi Goodman Prize for the proposal Rebuilding Trust, Collective Ownership, and the Changing Economic Infrastructures of Detroit. This prize enables the recipient to carry out a project of social significance related to the interests of Percival Goodman. Brendan William Pedersen, recipient of the Kinney Prize, presence in absence, a hidden war's persistent impact on Lao architecture and landscapes. Lowen Fish Prize, collecting architecture, territories, Vietnam and Cambodia, Mark Wasuda Studio. Britta Isabel Ritter Armour. Lokman Melody Sue. Thomas Lewis Smith. Ileana Solden. Michael James Storm. Kinney Prize, Spaces of the Third Gender. Curtis Robert Streich. Kinney Prize. Kinney Prize, The Afterlife of Soviet Palaces in Vilnius, Lithuania. Mong Chang Ten. Okay. Chu Xia Wang. Yes. Lowenfish Prize, Redesigning the Actor Network in Fukushima, Moyomo Kajima Studio. Ren Yuan Wang. Romang Wang. Andrew Joseph Weber. Violet Whitney, recipient of the Visualization Award for innovative use of computing media in research, design, and fabrication, and an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in the design studios, and the Percival and Naomi Goodman Prize. Nin Xiaowei. Pei Yan. Da Ying. Dual degree with Master of Science in Real Estate Development. Zhen Yang Yu. Mong Jiao Zhong. Recipient of the Kinney Prize, Architecture of Commonality, Tenryurobo Fujimura, and the Alternative Mode of Contemporary Japan Architecture. Wen Zhou. Recipient of an honor award for excellence in design for the high quality of work in the design studios. Xiao Min Zhang, recipient of a William Kinney Fellows Prize, Embracing a Warmer Planet, A Search for Heat Adaptation. Congratulations to the architecture students of 2017.
And now for the PhD in architecture, Director Felicity Scott.
Last but certainly not least, Diana Martinez. And Alexandra Contreau. Sincere congratulations to both of you for a really major achievement, and good luck.
So this concludes the ceremony, and now the fun. Thank you, everyone. Please join us to celebrate both in Havemere and Avery tents for drinks, but also don't forget to visit the end-of-year show, which is sprawling throughout Avery, Fairweather, Skermerhorn, so just enjoy. And congratulations again.